On today's episode of Warehouse Safety Tips, we're going to be talking about the human elements of safety. So stay tuned.
Welcome to Warehouse Safety Tips. If you're a seasoned vodcast viewer, this vodcast is going to be different from most that you watch. It's based around exactly what the name implies, Warehouse Safety Tips. And since the people in this industry are busy, we know that time is money, so each episode will be as short and to the point as possible. And now, with all that out of the way, let's get to the vodcast.
For the next month, we're going to be talking about the human elements of safety. It's very simple and something that you've heard before, but maybe you just didn't put two and two together. Have you ever heard someone say it takes a village, or being your brother's keeper, or to watch out for one another? That's exactly what the human elements of safety involve. And we're going to give you 5 tips to get started on ways that you can just kind of implement it into your workplace. So the very first thing we want to talk about is being a guardian of safety. So that is just going through and noticing things, letting people know about things, trying to make sure that you're constantly trying to improve safety. So if you're a guardian of safety and those around you and they're doing the same thing, there's a better chance of you being able to go home safely, which is exactly what we want you to do. So the second thing is going to be cultivate empathy and awareness. So the thing you want to think about when it comes to empathy and awareness is not everyone is going to have the same situation. So when somebody comes in of a day and maybe they're not quite, where you think they should be, step into their shoes for a second, or pretend in your mind to step into their shoes and know that there may be something else going on with them. So make sure that you go through and treat everyone individually and know that everyone doesn't have that same mindset that you might have, and try to implement that into your workplace. The third thing is going to be going through and encouraging positive interactions. So again, instead of firing back with something that might be snarky or authoritative or whatever the case may be, try to always have a positive attitude. Even when you're not feeling great, there'll be days someone will say, oh, you don't want to talk to the boss today, they're in a bad mood. But as a leader or just as staff, anything, it doesn't matter where you're at, having that positive attitude is going to be something that you choose to have control over, because when everything else is going crazy, your attitude is one thing that, even though it might be difficult to do, you can control that. The next thing is going to be support and reward safety. This doesn't mean having a banquet and trophies and ribbons and cash awards and giveaways. It can be something as simple as walking up, putting your hand on someone's shoulder and saying, great job. Saying that if you see someone doing something, every day of the week, that on Friday you're going to bring them coffee. Something small, it doesn't matter. It can be something just absolutely minuscule, but it'll make that person know that you're paying attention and seeing that they're not just looking out for things that are bad, but that you're also looking out for things that are good. And last but not least, learn and grow together. You hear this all the time. It's a Kaizen or Kanai, constant and never-ending improvement. Make sure that you're always trying to keep safety top of mind, and that you are embracing that. It's the way we've always done it. That can happen in a factory. If you got bosses coming, or if there's a tour coming, or if you have just annihilated your days since an accident and now you're starting to pay attention to safety, that's not good, guys. You need to make sure that it's top of mind and that you're always trying to change and do good things. So if you follow those things, you're going to be well on your way. Always, always, always make sure that you follow the specific rules and guidelines of your specific facility. And then, like I said at the beginning of this, for the next month, we're going to be going over these human elements. Some of them might bleed into each other, but it's going to be the people that make safety possible. And when you're possibly not looking out for yourself, hopefully someone else is, and you get to come in to work and leave safe as you come in and leave the same way. So until we talk to you next time, thank you for being part of another episode of Warehouse Safety Tips. We hope that you have a great and safe day, and here is a word from one of our sponsors.
It's scientifically unexplainable. It's virtually indestructible. And it's taking over the entire planet. But in a really good way. It's Mighty Line Floor Tape, the most durable floor tape in the world. 7 times thicker than average floor tape, beveled to endure pounding warehouse traffic, and backed with a super strong peel and stick adhesive, so you'll never have to worry about painting shop floors again. Mighty Line Floor Tape, the only durable stripe.